evening, great minds. We are waiting for Sector 7 to join or hangout to present their business. Yesterday, I had a several network issues and it cost me not to have this Sector 7 would have presented after Sector or Sector 1 yesterday, but the network connecting to them, that was the problem. We had to reschedule to today. So we're still waiting for them. I know network issues must be the issue. So let's have patience for them to connect to this night. For those listening to us via YouTube, please kindly inform other of your circle members to click on Hangout. Your presenter should be on Hangout. I just pasted the Hangout link. Whoever wish to present tonight should click on the Hangout link so that the person will also join us today. Without the Hangout link, I can't hear the person. That means the person can your presenter cannot present. So please, if you can hear me tonight and you're in Circle 7, kindly click and get to Hangout.
Here's the movie. Come on there. Oh, hey. Hey, I'm right here. Stop screaming. You just have to leave. Oh, sweetie, don't you think we could just leave it for a while? No, Mother, I already have to be appointment and the doctor's waiting for this time. You can't wait for your... I already told you that the medications that I'm taking are making me feel simply divine. It's just this doctor. Still going to get another appointment. And what if I don't feel so? Believe me. Well, every doctor has medications and all that. No, and now, let's go. Listen to you. You know, it's like that all over, and everyone tries their own way whenever they can. Well, let's go. Just do what this one has to say. Hurry on, let's go. Let's go, Mother. Oh, how is...
So please present.
Hello? Where? Who please?
Hello.
Who's presenting now? If no one is presenting, can I move? Hello, who is presenting? Who is presenting? Who is
Hello.
presenting? Yeah, who is presenting? Hello? Who is presenting? Who?
Hi.
I think if you want presenting Akam God or is it Pidna? Who is presenting?
Sheon and Peter, we are presenting, sir.
You have 15 minutes.
Sheon and Peter are presenting, sir.
Okay. You remember you have 15 minutes. You don't need to read the questions, the tagged questions anymore. You can go straight to the point and give us your action plans. Okay. You don't need to also inform us your members because already it's already typed in the full documents you will send it to my email. So go ahead. Good luck.
Okay. Good evening, mentor. My name is Adi Oluwaseun. Group 30, 37. I'm representing Group 30, 37. 37. I don't know if you're hearing me very well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. The task one. We are asked to develop a plan of action for a week, which we have to specify the numbers of registration and deposits which we achieve over a period. Hello? The available resources
Yes.
in our team. We have an internet, we have $50,000, then knowledge received from the guidance group. And we all know that Thailand is not an English-speaking country. I'll quickly run through the SWOT analysis. Run through the strength, the weakness, the opportunity, and the threat. My team is sat down, we conceptualize on the way we are going to introduce MMM to Thailand. The strength goes down. The first one is the first contract in respect of the Ponzi scheme, because we have to look at it from that angle. We are entering environment that probably Ponzi is not really appreciated. So our strength is like when we are getting them, being the first people dropping that kind of platform is a strength on our own side. We are going to get more people there. And there are high level of low class and middle class. Because of their high level of low class and middle class on our own side, to really get the target people to coming into the platform, I think that one is going to really help us. And with their population, because the population is huge and they also target population. But the weakness that we might be experiencing is the language, because their language barrier, they don't really speak English. They have their own official language. With that, we need to get a language interpreter. So that is part of the weakness. Poor and inaccessible to scientific infrastructures, poor perception in Nigeria, which might lead to trust issues. That is one of the weaknesses that we foresee to embark on. At least as a team, we have conceptualized and we resolve that all those things we are going to surpass them. And with all these weaknesses, we still have opportunities that I believe is going to work for us. The opportunities like those people that have low unemployment rate are targeted people that are targeted markets that were able to penetrate because of their poor living standard. And I believe with their poor living standard, we're able to, when we bring MMM into that community, it's going to bridge the gap between the low income earners and the high income earners. A possible threat that we might confront is the government interference. You know, government at times, most of them, what they're after is they don't like to enrich their citizens. So by we bringing this platform, it's as if we are bringing them out of their poverty level, taking them to another level that might elevate their poverty mentality. And I know the threat the government might want to talk is like, if we bring this kind of thing, it's not going to take over their whole citizen. So I think it's a threat that we're going to work on it. And I believe that it's something that if we sit back, we are going to surpass it. Another thing is media and institutional propaganda against the community. Because being a sustaining platform, which MMM is that we have to look for ways to bring them down. And I want to look for ways to really not allow us to achieve all what we want to achieve. But to not waste much of our time, I will quickly go to the task one. Bring us an hour to develop a plan. And this is our action plan. Because MMM.
So it's 15 minutes I gave you. 15 minutes. Remember, it's not an hour.
Okay. I'm actually working towards that time. Our task, our action plan for the task one is that we are going to employ a local translator, develop a local website, suited for Thailand. The website will not come in English, will definitely be in Thai language because you understand that Thai language more than English. And we're going to create more awareness on social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, etc. We're going to organize seminars at most populated locations to catch people's mind. And for all these things, we have allocated the expenses that we might incur. So we're going to incur local translator, I think within like 2. We're going to incur a resident apartment for security payment for people that when we are organizing a seminar, at least we need to at least get 1 or 2 people, 1 or 2 securities. We're going to get like 10 rooms for them at the rate of $1,000. If you times down to the numbers of rooms, it's going to be 10,000 naira. The transportation and logistics, projector screen, adult staff, t-shirts, banners, handbill, video coverage, sound system. We are going to use sound system for the whole of 7 days and at the rate of 30 per month. So when we calculate it, all these expenses with the all snacks and drinks, what we are going to 19,237. I will bring out the breakdown, but because of my time, I will have to skip that. But from the amount given to us, which is $50,000, when me and my team have sat down and we have calculated it, what we derive from the expenses we are going to incur is 19,237, which will take me to tax 2. The tax 2 says that your task is to calculate how many new members or contributions you have to ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make a required payment. To the older participants, it is necessary to write down your plan of action for the next 3 weeks under the above condition. Like I have stated in part 1, our action plan is this. We are going to calculate the objective, excuse me, please. The objective for the taxes is that we are going to calculate the numbers of the new members needed, including their contribution. We are going to know their resources needed. We are going to calculate the numbers of new members and their contribution in order to pay the old participants in the next 3 weeks. And this is the step we are going to take. Calculation of members needed during this contribution. For the first week, the numbers of registered members in the last first week, assuming that we have 3,000 registered for the first 1 week. And let's say their average donation is $300. We are going to generate from this participant is going to be, let's say, $300 times 3,000, which is going to give us $900,000. Then going by the registration bonus, the calculation for the registration bonus is the 3,000, that is the numbers of participants, times the registration bonus, which is $20, which is going to give us $60,000. Then the total amount donated plus the registration bonus. Remember, I said 900,000 is the total numbers of our participants. 3,000 is total numbers of participants, which is the average. We now add it with the registration bonus. It will now be $960,000. Then at the growth of 30% rate on donation, when you turn growth of 30%, it turns 900, you're going to get $270,000. That is the total amount, which is 30% growth. Which is 1,230,000. So the total amount needed to pay participants that deposited in the last first week is 1,230,000. And we have a cash deposit of what? 900,000 for the 3,000 participants. Therefore, the additional cash needed is going to be 1,230,000 minus 900,000, which is going to give us $330,000. The numbers of the new participants needed to raise this balance is among the $300 is equal to 330,000 all over 300 participants, which gives us 1,100 men.
Hello?
Yes, go on.
I can't hear you anymore. Can you still hear him?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, can you still hear them? Ade?
Yeah, continue. We are hearing you.
Can you still hear your presenter?
It's fluctuating, but we can hear.
See, I can't hear him. I don't know.
Can you hear us, sir?
I can hear you. I can't hear him.
But
Can anyone? I can hear you. I can hear you. Akam God. I can hear you. Blessing. Fidna is not talking, but I can hear two of you. Can you guys help him out?
Stopped. Okay. I think he's back now. I think he's back now, but then. Oh. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Can you go on? Start from the tax 3.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Ooh. Please hold on, sir.
Okay.
Oh no.
Finding out her feet.
I'm trying to. So sorry, sir. So sorry, sir.
No problem. Just Akam God, can you help? Fidna, can you help? As we are waiting for a blessing, who can help out immediately?
My app is still opening, so let me see. Oh. Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Almost there.
All right.
Oh my God. Come on. Sir, do I have to, can I be offline while I get this?
Okay, you can go.
I don't need to be on the video, so I could just use the other of my system to see if I can access it.
No problem. Just see how best you do.
Okay, sir, just
out.
Okay.
That's why I have always said that each and every member of the circle should be part and parcel of the presentation. You should contribute and be ready to present in case of network issues on the part of your presenter. I appreciated Circle 3, which other circle again? It was wonderful the way they had their plan B and it was smooth. It was moving perfectly well. the MMA guidance school is not for one person to be active and the rest will just be following the person. It's for all of us to be active. Guiders are meant to be active because it's actually being active that will help them to get their instructors moving and without issues. Your activities and your structure is what will help our community. So participation in your participation, you are not active, it slows the system down, just like it's slowing us down. We've lost like 2 minutes trying to get back, and you can see your presenter is not online because of network, it's not his issues, but 2 to 3 of you that have been online would have come up. I feel sure for him. The lesson is also find it hard to find where to start.
I'm actually on it now. It's taking time to load. It's loading. It's just, I think it's the network thing. So, but I'm on it, sir. Apologies, sir.
Okay. No problem. But let's learn from this. In everything we're doing, even in real life, we are active participants of those things.
Great lessons learned, sir. And apologies, sir.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, so I can okay, it's I'm almost there now. Apologies, sincere apologies, sir. We had 2 presenters, so I guess network had other plans for us. So sorry, sir.
Okay.
Oh, open up, please. Oh. Okay.
Can you continue? Are you okay now to continue?
Sir, it's my network. It's taking time to load up. I'm on the PDF now, but it's taking time to load up. Who else is there? Please assist. Why mine is loading? Oh, jeez. Oh, what's this now?
Thank you,
sir. Sir?
Yes?
He said?
I'm calling their names, the people that I can see online. I can't get assist.
It's
Yes,
we can. Yes, we can. Go on.
Is your presenter? I'm asking if he can hear me.
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Sorry, because of network, I'm not hearing you well. Can I continue? I'm the one presenting for Circle 7 before.
I know. Can you continue from task 4?
I should continue from task 4?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Just go.
Okay. The task 4 is after 2 months, you have numbers of participants. Our action plan for task 4 is that we are going to make up for 75% registration loss due to the holiday in Thailand, because Thailand is a country that really celebrates holiday very well. So we are actually conceptualized and we also notice that we are going to make up for the 75% registration loss due to the holiday. And our registration weekly target, which was 3,000 participants, the registration will drop by 75% because if you calculate 75% times 3,000 participants, it's going to give us 2,250 participants, which is the percentage loss minus average registration. So if you now minus 2,250 participants from the third participant, which is 3,000, that means you're going to have 750. Therefore, our registration will drop from 3,000 to 750 participants, which implies we will have to work to increase participation to an average of 3,000 new participants in the next 3 weeks. Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, please.
Given this, in the next 4 weeks, we will have the following numbers of registered participants: 750 plus 3,750 plus 3,750 plus 3,000 for a whole month. Now we are going to have 12,000 participants. 12,000 times 12,000. That's 12,000. And the amount it's going to give us is $3,600,000. And the action plans for us to achieve this, we have to increase our promotional campaign on social media. Like what I told you, we are going to be using social media to do what? To spread the good news of MMM. When we form, because it's when they are not informed, they might not really want to really appreciate the platform we are introducing. Then we are going to increase the advert on media. As far as going to television, give them to how MMM are helpful. That's another avenue to really count the platform. And we're going to embark on a rigorous training. We're going to go and become the so that they can as well as hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, but it's breaking. But just go ahead. Just go ahead. It's breaking. I can barely hear you, but go ahead.
Can I go on?
Yes, go ahead. He said he should go ahead. He can't hear you very well. Just go ahead.
Project needed. So we are going to the budget $1,600. Can you?
Yes, go. I can hear you. I'm trying to hear you too.
Expenses for the new tax, because this is the cost of two. Hello, this is on the tax for. This was going to take me to tax 6, because I just finished tax 5 now, which is going to take me to tax 6. The question for taxes is during the month delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to 0. Do not attract anyone and do not make contribution to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old marbles are frozen. I will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New deposits grow as per old condition, that is available as usual. So make your plan and action for another month. And this is our action plan for tax 6. Okay. Because of this inevitable cost, we will have to sensitize more participants on the essence of this drastic, which will be done on our social media. You know, it is always very important that we keep our participants informed by trying to pass the information on their field so that they will be aware, not that they will be hearing it from outside. We are aware of the new development. Then we
Go ahead. Go ahead.
hello. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello,
Is there
okay.
another person who can help him? He's having some issue. Is there who I can hear you. If there's any other person on the network who can help you, the person should just continue. You're taking most of our time. I can barely hear you. Please help us. If there's any other person here who can do the person should take over and do this.
Okay, okay.
My network
Okay.
is bad.
No, my application is not loading. That's my issue. I'm still trying to retry it. It's not working. I don't know if it's the network with the phone. I don't know the problem. I've been trying to retry it since. It's not working.
Do something that
Network, are you, because of the network, I'm
Not to that
also
way.
feeling my voice.
why is it only that in everybody that is settled? Why is it only? Let me tell you most of my now actually
My team members are having serious challenges with network.
Seriously.
which serious challenges are they having? Is it not somebody that is it not somebody that is here? Are these people not people?
I am trying to read.
Immediately
but
I
it's
start
not-
talking about somebody, the other guy will just log out. But
I am trying to make the presentation, but the network is too
you
bad.
guys are playing.
No,
If you-
sir.
No, sir, it's not so, sir. Like in my case, the application is not,
be playing. Listen. If you are not
Yes, sir.
writing, you will not need network to load that thing for you. You should have it saved in your Google Drive. So stop giving me that. I've tried to overlook that your excuse, but you keep saying it. I have to inform you. If you guys are serious in your Google Drive, you should not need network to load. So
Please, sir, we are
stop
very
giving me
sorry.
that.
Hello, Metro, we are very sorry.
You don't have
Please,
to be
can I
sorry.
just
You just have to
continue?
do the right thing. I don't
Can I just
listen.
continue?
I don't need your apology. I don't need any of these preambles. All I need you to do what is right.
Yes, sir.
Why do we learn? Why are we hiding under things that are not right? Then we think that saying I'm sorry, forgive me, apologies solves it. It doesn't solve it. You're only painting it. Just do the right thing. If you do the right thing, there's no apologies. How can we have elders, adults, mature people here, and all of you will just be hiding?
Hello,
Please,
can
can I
everybody hear me?
continue?
Then
Hello,
why should
Peter,
CRO upgrade your?
Hello.
Why should it be the 9 of you or the 10 of you? Why should all of you be upgraded? Since we are waiting for one person, even if he's having network issues, just like 75 yesterday, because Henry, he's having network issues. We have to wait for Henry. Even if it's next year, next 20 years, we'll wait for Henry.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Sean, can you hear me? Hello, this is Peter. Can anybody hear me? Hello, this is Peter. Can anybody hear me?
On this way, sir. We are
The person that has the best network should just present.
Hello,
This
this is
hello, and
Peter.
the
Can
rest
anybody hear
of
me?
it and all this. The person that has the best should just present, please.
Hello. Hello, good evening. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so should I continue from tax 6?
Yes, start from that, please.
Okay, good. Our scope, given an inevitable cost mode, be to sensitize companies on the essence of this institution. This should be done on their and would encourage all guiders to go on various social medias to spread this message. We believe in bloggers, so we'll do the rest. We believe bloggers will do the rest for us in spreading this message more than we anticipate. Secondly, we would do well to reassure all participants who have money pledges of the safety of their monies, and most importantly, of the unflinching commitment of MMM based on its ideologies to ensuring their financial freedom. As such, we would impress it on them to continue to provide help and register new members if possible. Finally, we would instill the spirit of ownership and togetherness. as only the participants themselves can bring the system back to its healthy state, and where the pause mode can be lifted for the benefit of all. Then our major, in the first week, what we intend to do would prioritize our tasks. And this would be first to sensitize all participants on what the pause mode is and why it became necessary to impose it. Then we would go ahead to genuinely explain to them on the safety of their initial deposit and also how long it might possibly take for the system to fully recover. We would also explain to them that this is not a particular case, cite examples of other countries that have gone through the pause mode, and using our own very home country, Nigeria, as a case study. In the second week, we would increase social media postings on the current state of things. We envisage that Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Hello? Okay, good. Which will seem very dim. So we'll channel our resources in assuring current members on the sustainability of the system and to continue to provide help. Also further redesign our handbills and banners to portray and emphasize the undying commitment of MMM in the changing of lives. We would wrap up this second week with meeting with our programmers on their thoughts on adding incentives for those who provide help during the pause mode. We would announce the start of a new batch of guidance school. We would recruit new consultants, design a memo of all of this. We would also introduce 50% growth rates on contributions made during the month of the pause mode so as to encourage more pledges from participants. All these activities will be done so as to give all participants the hope of a better and a stronger system set off, and most importantly, letting them know we are still with them and are still committed to our ideologies. Throughout the pause mode, we would introduce pop-up messages in all participants' POs, also to inform them of the imminent possibility of lifting of the pause mode. We would also inform them in the pop message of all the happenings and recent changes within the system during the pause mode so as to instill confidence in the hearts of all participants. Then on the background, we would hold meetings with our guiders where we would liaise with them on the need to continue the message of hope in their various WhatsApp group by posting new pledges during the pause mode so as to further boost participants. And most importantly, let's set a mandate for all guiders to provide help during the pause mode, since they benefit mostly from the system also. Now, it is important to note that we did not deem seminars necessary, as getting new participants during this pause mode was not our goal, but keeping the old ones active and in perspective. The lowest spending this month, as most activities were done in-house with the programmers. Reduce our spending for this month, where we actually almost incurred the lowest expenditures, and we had just 2,500 that was incurred during this month, and 3,178. Once you deduct that, we have a new balance of $678. We're already running on cash. Now, in Tax 7, we understand that in Tax 7, the efforts we've made in the previous months we had to restart the system. It became very necessary to restart the system. Now, this had negative impacts on members, and we had unfavorable responses. Now, one or two articles in the mass media, of course, this wrote lots of awful things about the system and about MMM in general. Now, we have a new plan of action for this month on how to resuscitate the system. Be to first apology for the restart and empathize with those who suffered some sort of financial loss as a result of the restart, whilst explaining why it became absolutely necessary for the restart.
Yes, sir.
With programmers and then with the guiders on the need to make the system more lean. This would include measures to cut down on the bonuses paid out to guiders and ordinary participants. The realistic cut-down measure would be set in place afterwards. Participants of the ideology of MMM, and measures being put in place to ensure the system is sustainable enough to avoid a future restart. We would also do well to inform them that this is not a peculiar case, whilst referring to other countries that have experienced a restart and have been able to build a more sustainable platform afterwards. Then, we would, before the implementation of any plan, we would consult the leaders in countries where restart had occurred and learn from them how they were able to resuscitate the system. We would honestly inform people about the risks in MMM, emphasizing that there are no promises. As such, always participate with their spare cash. We encourage people to provide help, press on the guiders during scheduled meetings. And we are very aware that people will be reluctant to providing help, but we believe the guiders are much more, they have the spirit of togetherness and ownership in the system. It will be easier for them to provide help during this restart phase, so that the system can be fully resuscitated. Majorly, people will get motivated once they start seeing that the system is paying. Not on the sporadic spread of information to pass on the information that MMM is back again and fully alive. Then we would ensure managers and guiders aren't carried away with many bonuses they receive at the expense of transparently impacting the true ideology of MMM to their downliners. That is letting them know that in as much as this system pays, it's better to actually do this with your spare cash, because really there are no promises. Finally, as the system starts to peak, we would set a payment chart for guiders, in which guiders would adhere in order to actively participate in provision of help and posting screenshots to their downlines in their various WhatsApp groups. Motivates them fully to resume activities, thereby creating a healthy system for the benefit of all. Thanks for listening, and this is the end of our presentation. This was a group work by batch 2017-07-14, and it was a group work by group 30 and Circle 7. Thanks for listening, sir.
All right. First and foremost, we have to understand that not pay social amount was meant to pay us that. MMM doesn't pay people. MMM does not have a central account. People don't pay to MMM. Neither do MMM pay to people. MMM is like a hub, a switch that helps us to relate ourselves, connects us together. MMM is a financial exchange. It's like a switch that connects all together. It's a central point which does not accept or take any finance from anybody. And what we do is that we are a donation community. Donation exchange. I donate to you, you donate to me, just like that. It's like a link to each other. Okay? So we don't pay people. Whatever is the donation, the whole calculation of currency, whether it's Thai, dollar, pounds, naira, cedis, any amount, those numbers that you are calculating is to offset the GH order, total GH order, to offset total GH order, but it's not to pay. Community did not collect from anybody, and neither are we paying to anybody. Do we understand this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Another thing I want us to walk in our life. This thing is about MMM, but it's more of our person. Be the ace wherever you find yourself. Never see yourself as an underdog. Talk to somebody and tell yourself you cannot do this. Never allow, I don't say fight for roles. I don't say confusion, destructions, or all that. But I hate the way our youths are growing in this society. With this pace, elders that have taken positions, we always see us as irresponsible. If you cannot pick up and do the right thing, always behind the shadows of people, always waiting for people to do. our community is not just about the 30% Mavro growth in 30 days. It is about you assuming responsibility, accepting your freedom financially, morally, and the wisdom, being intelligent, wise. If you check the level of technology that you have been exposed through this guidance tool, you should understand that exposure for you to stand alone, stand on your own, be a one-man office in order to grow your structure without the government or any other form of assistance. It's so sad when we leave presentation for just one person, and if anything goes wrong, we cannot do anything. There's no plan B. Gist will just have to come up from here and there. In school, in your office, any place you find yourself, don't fight for roles. But be in a position that if anything happens and you're called to play the same role like a leader, you would be perfect to fit in that shoes of the leader without any excuses.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate all of it tonight, but I want us it mustn't be my voice. Let my words stick to your heart today, but please don't throw it away. You will see someday, you will use it and it will work for you. All we've come across here and build our life is not just because it's a guidance tool so that my PO will be upgraded and all that. In my own life, personally, in my own life today, in my company today, I make use of the Google Sheets. You see that spreadsheet you're using? I don't need to tell if my branch, I don't need them to start sending these days people will not put things in transport and say this is our report for this week. They will send it with the transport. You go and meet the driver and collect. No, we don't do that in my organization. We use that spreadsheet you see. All you need to, each person has the spreadsheet link. Daily they update the spreadsheet. Then from my own point, if I just open my spreadsheet, I see whatever they have done. How did I learn that? From the guidance school. So whatever we are doing today is for our own life, not because just to become a guide, to be eating 2%, 3%, and all that. No, see it as own life, an advantage to your own life. Simple. In my business, in my organization, the little, if you can call it little, knowledge I have from guidance school, my participation in the
Thank you so much for the feedback, sir. That was really awesome. And,
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, put your name so that I can use it to mark. I'm sorry about your network was so bad I couldn't connect to you and I delayed your presentation. So thank you.
No problem, sir.
Okay. All right. Good night.
okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Good night.